Chapter 2, The Power of Frozen Time. Aaron stood frozen in the middle of the street, his breath coming in short gasps, eyes fixed on the car suspended just inches from his body. Everything around him was still. Pedestrians caught mid-step, leaves hanging in the air, a raindrop frozen in its fall. An unreal silence wrapped everything. Yet inside him, his heart was pounding, as if it wanted to break that unnatural quiet. Groping, Aaron tried to move his fingers, hands, and feet. Step by step, he freed his body from that paralysis. Looking around incredulous, he realized he had stopped time. Or at least it seemed so. Fear mingled with excitement. How is this possible? What am I doing, he thought, trying to stay in control. He cautiously walked among the motionless people. Every movement was a small miracle, a gift no one had ever had before. Hesitantly, he reached for the car that had nearly hit him. He felt the cold of the metal under his fingers. If I can touch something, can I really move in this frozen time? He wondered. Then for fun, he moved a flower pot onto the sidewalk, watching in astonishment as everything around him remained frozen except for him. The biggest thought was that this discovery could change everything. He held a power no one could even imagine. For a moment, Aaron felt invincible, as if the gray, monotonous life he had led until now could finally be transformed. However, as he slowly returned to reality, that sense of wonder gave way to a shiver of awareness. How long can I keep time frozen? And at what cost? As these questions haunted him, a small number appeared before his eyes, like a cold, merciless digital timer. 1,000. Aaron tried to make sense of the number. It seemed like a countdown. But for what? Why could only he see it? His heart froze. He tried stopping time again and noticed the number slowly decreasing, marking every second the power was used. That countdown was his most precious resource, but also his curse. He had only 1,000 hours to stop time. Once they were gone, he would never be able to use this gift again, no matter the price. Back in his small apartment, Aaron collapsed onto his bed, his mind in turmoil. He couldn't stop staring at the timer floating in front of him. It hung there, suspended in the void, a constant reminder of how fragile and limited this power was. Night came slowly and silently. Aaron began thinking about how he could use this ability. At first, the temptation was to use it for small daily advantages, skipping lines, escaping traffic, getting a few extra hours of sleep. But then a deeper question arose in his heart. What if I could really change my life? What if I could use it for something bigger? He was no longer the frustrated young office worker. He held a key that could open doors that had always seemed closed. The next day, Aaron called Jake. He needed an ally, someone to share this incredible secret with. Jake, with his sharp humor and spontaneity, was the perfect partner for this new reality. But as Aaron knew, Jake was not one to take things seriously. When Aaron explained the power to him, Jake laughed incredulously. Wait, you're saying you can stop time? Like in a movie? Come on, that sounds like superhero stuff. Despite his skepticism, Jake agreed to help him experiment and understand the limits of this mysterious power. They spent hours testing, laughing, making silly mistakes, and often Jake accidentally wasted precious hours of the timer. Aaron began to realize that the power was also an enormous responsibility. He couldn't afford to waste it, yet with Jake, every test became a moment of chaos and comedy. But behind those laughs, a growing urgency was hidden. The time available was steadily running out, and with it, the chance to truly change his life. And the question Aaron kept asking himself remained the same. How could he use this power to build a different future? And how much would he be willing to sacrifice to achieve it?